Okay.
We're back on the range.
Who?
Huh?
Who are you?
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Scully. And we're here back on the range. We are at the local gun range, and what would Paul Harold say? Please excuse the gunfire in the background, but there is none. We're the only ones here. What I'm covering today is my personal carry guns.
Hi, butterfly. Sorry.
My personal carry guns are wide and varied. In one of the other videos, you saw me, and so it's clear, my Smith & Wesson Airweight. And this is my one of two main guns that I carry. I carry this, and the other gun I carry, no, I don't carry this. I see on the internet a lot of different gun sites, and they go, real men don't carry 380s. Well, if this is the only example of a 380, you're right. I can't shoot this thing. Well, I can to some extent if I'm firing one or two shots. After that, the gun's darn near out of my hand. My hands are big, and they, if I can do this, I can't. My wrist won't bend that way. But my hand swamps the gun. I get one finger on this thing. Even if I put the pinky extension on it, I get one
and a half.
That's not enough control. So what does a real man do when he wants to shoot 380? Well, you could buy the Smith & Wesson that's out there, but that thing's damn near as big as a 9mm. What you do is a little baby Glock. I love this gun. This thing is the slickest little gun I've ever bought. I can get two fingers on it.
You are not a Glock fan, sir.
I am not a Glock fanboy. The longest time I kind of avoided Glocks. I avoided Glock when I went to my 9mm because I didn't really like the trigger on them. I tried a Glock 17 and a Glock whatever the heck it was.
And what's your feeling on the doing trigger exchanges?
Well,
and all
I don't mess with a gun. Okay, if it's a carry gun, the trigger on the gun is what I use. I don't believe in modifying them. That's good for a target gun or a hunting gun. But for a gun that you carry, I don't believe lightening the trigger or altering the trigger's pull in any way is a smart idea. If you ever did come into a situation where you needed to use the gun, lawyers can have a field day that you hot-rodded your gun and you're some sort of crazed gun-toting maniac. The reason why I like the Glock is if you look at my wife's 365,
which was supposed to be my actual carry gun,
which is, one of her actual carry guns. Well, they're very close in size. Although, the Glock's a little bit narrower. Don't worry, the guns are empty. See? There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Unless air is going to hurt me, there's nothing in these things. They're really very close. But what I don't like about the SIG, when you put the mag in, it's a 12-round mag. They do make a 10-round, but this one only came with 12 rounds.
And we can't find the 10 round.
Getting a 10-round mag takes an act of God, I think. You can see the mag is much higher. The other thing is, for as light as everybody says this gun is,
it's not.
It's not that light. It really isn't. I pocket carry this. This is my main method of let me close this. My main method of carry is a pocket carry. And it fits in every pair of pants I own. Yes, I'm a big guy, so, I get big pockets because you have big pants. I also was playing with the idea of small the back carry within inside the waistband holster. Not a huge fan of it because when you're in the car, you're sitting on your gun. If you're on the motorcycle, your wife is sitting on the gun, you know.
It's between my legs.
It's poking her, so it's not the best, but it is an option. When I'm on the motorcycle, though,
And I don't like just everything between my legs.
also on the motorcycle, this actually goes in my vest pocket, and it fits in the vest pocket perfectly fine. Nobody sees it, nobody knows it's there, and that's the way I prefer to carry. Pennsylvania is an open carry state, even though I have a concealed carry permit in this state. You could still open carry if you want.
And why do you conceal carry instead of open carry?
I believe, and this is my own belief, a lot of people can think whatever they want. My belief is if somebody sees this, it makes them nervous, one. Two, if you are in a situation where somebody wants to do something nefarious and they see that you're carrying a gun openly, well, you're going to be the first one they're going to shoot at. If you look like everybody else out there that's going to run scared, they don't know what you've got.
You have time to get down, hide, and then shoot from a better position so you're not right out there in the open.
This is also one of my other guns. This is the gun I actually decided to buy instead of a Glock. And you're going to think to yourself, oh man, he bought a Taurus. Right, I did. It's a Glock wannabe. Yeah, excuse me. I'm actually left-handed. You can see it's clear. This actually had a better trigger, to me, had a better trigger than about 3 or 4 or 5 different Glocks I tried. And it cost about half the price. It holds 12 rounds, 13 with a 1 in the chamber, if you like that unlucky number. It's a good gun. This thing shoots perfectly fine. I've not had a lick of trouble with it. I use a paddle holster if I decide to carry it under a jacket or something, but I don't carry this very often because of it's massive compared to this little guy. I love the Glock. It's just a great little gun. And of course, there's another one in here that's in the rotation, but very rarely. And I get picked on about the color. Little Blue here.
I named it.
She named it Little Blue. This is a Walther P22. Yes, it's a 22 auto. Oh, they're no good to carry. They're no good. They're not powerful enough. I don't know about you, but I don't want to get hit by anything. And there are times I feel that a 22 is preferable to a 380 or a 38. But as a rule, I will say the 380, the 38, the 9mm, yeah, they're all more powerful than this. But there are times, and you can figure out when that is, or insert whatever thought process you want on it as to when a 22 would be preferable to carry. So now we're going to do a little bit of shooting with this guy. I'll say one thing. The trigger on this gun, this particular gun, is sweet. For a Glock, this thing is like fantastic. It's fast. Actually, too fast.
Nah, you do really good with it.
Yeah.
You're a tack driver.
Well, I don't know. I've been going through some hand problems lately. I've been curious whether I could actually still handle the recoil of a 38 plus P. And yeah, I can. So I'm happy with that.
I want to do something here.
Okay. Oh yeah, too. That's also how I carry my 38. These are DeSantis, I don't know what they call them.
Pocket carries?
Well, they have a name for them, but they're basically a sticky holster. And the guns just...
They're for pocket carry.
Yeah, for pocket carry, they just slide right out nice. But this stays in your pocket. I've tried other pocket holsters, and half the time you're pulling them out, and you're like kicking the holster off your gun. It kept coming out with the gun. real men do shoot 380, only in this form.